What is up, my veggies? My name is VTR, and welcome back to another series review. We haven't done one of these in a while. I haven't reviewed a show as a whole in a while. But we're gonna go ahead and do this now and review. Um, and we're gonna review the entirety of The Walking Dead World Beyond. Now, as you guys didn't know, I reviewed season 1, 2. 1 and 2 of this. There's only 2 seasons of this show. If you haven't seen those videos, go check them out first. But this, we're talking about the show as a whole. And when I was thinking of this show, I didn't know what to expect. I thought, like, okay, I need to kind of watch this to learn some stuff going forward in these other spinoffs that come out later. So I needed to watch those. So I did, and after viewing the entire show, where does my mind land with this? I like these characters a lot. It takes a minute for me to like really get into these characters and like care about these characters, but I do, and I grew attached to these characters super fast. It takes a minute, but also as soon as I got attached to these characters, I'm like, okay, if any of them die, I'm gonna be mad. And anytime something bad happens to these characters, you feel it, and you're like, I got into this show. It's been a while since I've gotten really into a show where I'm like screaming and like, what, and everything. And I really enjoyed this. Like, this show is super entertaining. I think it's extremely. Okay, let me get some negatives out of the way. I think there are some plot points that could have been elaborated more on, maybe with more time. There's only 20 episodes in total, so I think there's some story beats that could have been elaborated on more if given more time. There are a lot of characters I think work. I don't think there's really any characters I feel like could have been left out. Jadis shows up very late into the series. Like, she's like, I think she's like halfway through season 2 is when Jadis finally shows up. I do feel like get to know some of the characters. I didn't mention this in my season review, but we get to see Will more in season 2. I didn't and learn a lot more about see his and Felix's dynamic and how they work together and everything. We didn't get to see really much of that because like they're separated through most of season 1, or well, all of season 1 except for like one little scene at the end of season 1. And they're both cool characters. I remember I kept speculating watching the season, like, the things Felix does, it feels like this is a character like, oh my goodness, they're setting him up for some like heroic sacrifice, or he's gonna die, or it's gonna be a real gut punch that this character's gonna die. And no, they didn't go that route, which I didn't. I'm glad they didn't. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad they didn't, because I like Felix. There are some other side characters that we meet that I don't care that much about. The villains in this are very hateable. Like the lieutenant colonel. Oh my goodness, that I cannot tell you how many times I was screaming at her, how many times I was screaming at Jadis, and the short time where we saw Huck as kind of a villain, screaming at her so much. Like, and season 1 though, I think has a very much good dynamic with the group. And I thought when we saw how things were going in season 2, we were gonna get more of at the end of season 2. We were like, oh, we're gonna get the whole original trio, or whatever you called it before. But overall, I think this is a great series, and I think it is one of my favorites of the Walking Dead universe. Granted, I've only seen like the main series and some of Fear in this. But anyway, this show I think is just really well made. I think it is like they were able to do a lot with just 2 seasons. and it builds up the CRM, and I know we're seeing the CRM again with the Rick and Michonne stuff. We have to see that again in there. The thing is that I really don't. I really hate that this show gets you attached to these characters, and I don't think we're gonna see them. And it does seem like they're set up more for their story. Like, there's no way we can't see these characters again. There's no way we have to see them again. And if they don't show up in one of these other series, there needs to be like another, like I don't know, maybe like AMC got you a good idea. You have a new series after all the other series are finished. I know the main series, Fear, World Beyond, are finished. But I know the two of the spin-offs, the recent spin-offs, are getting another season. And I don't know what the Rick and Michonne one, but you have a new, after all the series, you have one season of another show called Walking Dead New World, where it takes place and like shows everything. I don't know. You could do something with that. I'll wait for my check in the mail. Come on, AMC. That's a good idea. I feel like you could really do something with that. You could bring all the series full circle. I really think it's a good idea. But overall, I think this show is great. I really got into it. I thought the characters were great. I thought they were fun. I really liked their dynamics and their relationships. Some characters I wish I could have a little more time with. But overall, I think with just 20 episodes for an entire series, I think they do a very good job. And here's the thing, they definitely don't make the rest of The Walking Dead a required. I don't know why people that aren't into The Walking Dead already wouldn't watch this, but I don't feel like you need to watch anything else Walking Dead related to get into this. I could recommend this on its own. Like if you don't like The Walking Dead main series because of its characters, that's fine here, because those characters aren't in this, and I feel like you can get behind this. I really enjoy. One thing that's weird, I didn't mention this in my season review either. Iris acts extremely different from season 1 to season 2, and that's very interesting. And every character kind of goes through these different motions and everything. I feel like the only character that mostly stays the same. He becomes a little more outspoken and a little more happy and a little more outgoing and everything. Silas is probably the one that probably stays the same the most, I'd say. But I will say one thing that was very frustrating about this series at the beginning, watching them try to kill walkers and everything after watching The Walking Dead, and like everyone knows how to take out walkers and everything. I'm like, just stab it in the head. It's like I know these characters don't know all that, but I don't know, man. It's something. It's something, all right. But overall, I think I'll give this series a 4. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. I'm gonna give it a solid 4 out of 5. I really like the show. I think it's done very well. I think it's extremely interesting. I don't know what the general consensus of this show is. I probably should talk to my brother about it. I know my brother watched. But I really enjoyed World Beyond. I think I've been needing to watch this show for a while, and finally getting around to watching it and doing this whole rewatch of The Walking Dead would give me the perfect opportunity to watch that series. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know what you guys think of The Walking Dead World Beyond as a whole down in the comment section below. And I think I will see each and every one of you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys been enjoying this reviews. That's really all I gotta say for this review. I will see every one of you guys in the next one. Also, a reminder that if you want to get yourself some dubby, you get 10% off your order. Link in the description below. I will see every one of you guys in the next one. Bye.